Hello guys and welcome back to Piofiore 1926. We are in the last chapter of Nicola and all we know is Young is awesome and funny and Theo is the culprit. Yes, Theo is the worst, but we have known that. We have known that from Young's story already. I think Young's story is a bit more interesting than Nicola's though. I mean, we don't know the end yet, but yeah.
Yeah.
So let's jump right into it and let Nicholas say what he said last time.
そこまでして伝承についての情報を手に入れたテオの目的は一体何なのか、本人から詳しく聞きたいところだけど。
The warmth had long left his voice, and he turned to look at me somewhat disconcertedly.
テオは君のことを少なからず心配しているようだったって話だし。
Oh no, shocking.
完全な敵ではないのかもしれない。だけど味方とも言い切れない。彼がファルツォーネに敵意を持ってるのもまた事実だろうから、現時点では今一つ読み切れないな。
You dirtied my sister bad, Nicola. He appeared to be turning it over in his mind, and Dante picked up where Nicola left off.
報告に感謝する、ニコラ。だが一旦ここまでにしよう。お前は休んでくれ。
いや、僕なら。
ダメだ。オルロック、使徒のことをもう少し、それから仕留め損ねた相手について、詳しい話を聞かせてくれるか。
わかった。俺も、ニコラは寝てた方がいいと。
The eagle!
Yeah, it's back.
The Okikami spoke to emphasize Dante's order to Nicola, then followed Dante out of the room. Time to undress you, Nicola. What? Nicola, you heard them, didn't you? Undress.
聞いてくれる？
What? Yeah. What is it? The morning sun had illuminated his face as he spoke.
峡谷で聞いてきたんだ。人の意志は運命に打ち勝てるって。
Oh my god, here comes the love song! Time to propose! What do you mean, Nicola?
たとえ運命という定めがあるのだとしても、僕たちが惹かれ合ったのは僕たちが決めたことなんだ。
It wasn't free will for me, okay?
No.
I want Henry, so I have to play you rude.
君に何かを感じたのは、君を愛おしいと思ったのは運命だからじゃない。
Well, for me it was because you manipulated me and seduced me from the start. Nicola?
これだけはどうしてもすぐに伝えたかった。生物のことと同じくらい僕にとっては大事なことだから。
Our love was not a duty we needed to fulfill. It was an emotion, born in our hearts. He dragged himself back here with the last of his strength to return to me and tell me this. Oh, that's true though. That's true. He has dedication. See, I found a good trait of him.
Still the hat.
My heart was filled with even more love. No, no, it's not. Son.
Leia.
Thanks. Nicola spoke my name quietly, though that wasn't quiet, but said nothing more. I moved closer to him in response. He slowly raised his arm up and gently rested his hand against my cheek. I placed my hand over his, so grateful to feel his touch again, now more than ever.
会いたかった。
Me too. Welcome home, Nicola.
ただいま。
Oh, what? But I've had it. Okay. And it's even called interrupt.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are we? Theo?
Others.
お前の方から連絡をよこしてくれるとはね。
Yuan.
Yeah. Wait, this is the first time we heard anything from him in this storyline.
I know, but hearing my favorite voice actor makes me know who it is.
Oh. I muttered idly at the newly arrived telegram. It seems he tore out his new master's throat.
ずいぶん長く我慢したものだ。
I saw.
What?
It's young.
Oh. Perhaps the brat was sending a message to warn me away from joining in the festivities. I let him run free for a while, but the rat's nest is no more. In addition, I have grown weary of pacifying the elders. The most I can give him is 6 months, at least.
At
At
た
best.
best.
だでさえくれてやった玩具の大半を壊したのだから、さすがにこれ以上のわがままが通るとは思わないことだ。
Does he mean Lee?
It could be.
Okay. Well, there's a second one.
ただいま。
Oh, that was fast. Precious tree. Under pressure. Theo. What's his
残
problem?
念だ。残念だよ、テオ。私は随分気長に結果を待ち続けたつもりだが、君が動かないならこちらで手を下そう。軍警察にファルツォーネの幹部をすべて逮捕させる。
お願いです。もう少しだけ待ってください。シニョーレ・トゥラーティ。
まさかとは思うが、今さらおじけづいたとは言わんだろうね。それともよもや、マフィアを守ろうとでも？
俺はマフィアがどうなろうと構わない。ただ、
He tried to separate his sister from them with all the means he had. So she doesn't get involved. I get it now.
The fascists have tortured everyone connected to the mafia, including their families and wives. Lovely. Meaning she would not be able to escape.
では、結果を出してもらうしかない。せめて、カポとアンダーボスの首くらいは持ってきてほしいものだな。
Brutal.
それができないのであれば、私が動く。
It was my curiosity that drove me to approach her. I now realize what a terrible choice that was.
Not just our hair color, but even your eye color and mine are similar. Oh, but your eyes are much prettier than mine, especially since the different colors.
え？
I've always admired them ever since we met.
Ugh. I had not spoken to her. I would not have to hesitate to extend what I have. Now all I have... what? Now all that I wanted was to ensure that no matter what happened, she would be spared. In order for me to do that...
結果を出すしかない。
Okay, he's local.
They all are mad, son.
ただいま。
Yeah. Okay, back to my love story. He gave a weak smile. Oh. I leaned closer and kissed him gently. Wow. Luke and Dante both looked up as I walked into the living room. Luke must have been in the middle of explaining what Dante had requested earlier.
ニコラは
He's sleeping now. I think he was forcing himself through the pain to talk to us.
そうか。オルロック、ニコラを襲った相手というのは
ラオ州のヤン。
待て、あいつは死んだはずだ。
でも生きてた。あれは間違いなく本人。どこかに身を隠してたみたい。
I can't remember how he supposedly died in the first story. Only remember that Robbie died.
The attack on the Lao Shu.
Okay.
ニコラが襲われてたから助けに入ったけど仕留め損ねた。ヤンは足を引きずってたし、俺が追えば捕まえられたはずだけど、近くにいた人をいきなり切りつけていったから怪我人を放っておけなくて。
Aha, okay. Then they gave us some kind of excuse for that. Why he couldn't follow someone limping.
そうか。おおよその事情は分かった。
As Dante nodded, Loki turned his attention back towards me.
素性がバレた以上、これからは表立って使徒として動けるようになる。この屋敷のことは俺も警護するし、ヤンの襲撃は許さないから。
Thank you. Oh, I know. Why don't you stay here with us too, Loki? Of course, I will need to make sure Nicola's aware.
え
Surprise Loki face!
そうだな。お前の知識が役に立つ局面もあるだろう。同じ屋敷にいてくれると俺たちも助かる。
Have good ideas too, sometimes, okay?
だが、もちろん拘束するつもりはない。お前にも都合があるだろうし、自由に決めてくれ。
Loki's eyes moved as he thought, and soon he responded with a hint of reluctance.
じゃあ、たまに必要があれば止まる。
Plushy Loki!
Oh.
Oh, I'm so happy I left those two last. I'm so proud of myself that I got through this. He looked down at his feet, perhaps embarrassed by saying something so brazen. It was such an innocent and vulnerable expression. Yes, I know. To think that someone like him was able to fend off an opponent who had brought Nicola to the brink of death. Yeah, he's the most skilled. What is it you're surprised about, character? Following Nicola's return were surprisingly peaceful and uneventful days. Gil came for a visit at Dante's request, but since Nicola hadn't yet fully recovered, Dante and I were the ones explaining to Gil what happened.
死体にあった切損は気にかかっちゃいたが、あれは刀傷か。まさか本当にヤンが生きてるなんてな。
Me, I was telling you guys, but you don't listen to your reader.
ヤンは今もあの刀、装甲を使っているようだ。ビスコンティとカジノを襲ったのもヤンの仕業だろう。
Now it's easy to deduct Dante, okay? Now you don't have to be the Sherlock Holmes, okay? Now it was easy.
あいつなら単独でもそれくらいの真似はやってのける。お前も身辺にはよく気をつけてくれ。
情報に感謝する。お前らも気をつけろよ。次にヤンがいつ誰を狙うかわからん。
Okay. So far things have been quiet, which is good. Oh, the quiet before the storm again. I thought to myself as I carried the tray of food up to Nicola's room. He's stressed again, isn't he? Nicola, I brought...
あ、
Nicola, you should stay in bed. Oh, Nicola, no! You need to rest. Nicola was not only out of bed, but he was already changed into his usual work attire.
でも仕事が。
No, Dante said no work. Bad Nicola. Perhaps realizing there was no use resisting, Nicola gave a troubled smile. His eyes fell to the tray in my hands.
君が作ってくれたの？
Yeah, it's time you eat everything I make. Yes, I learned the recipe from Julia. I was able to share with him the happy news that Bartolo had finally permitted me use of the kitchen.
じゃあ食べる。食べ終わったらおとなしくベッドに戻るよ。
Yeah, be quiet and go to bed, Nicola. Why am I saying that now? Oh God. This is my roller coaster every time.
あ、そうだ。ちょっと腕が痛むんだよね。君が食べさせてくれると嬉しいな。
Wow. I think he's fine. He can work again, Dante. Manipulating me. So I feel bad.
Oh,
Nicola.
my arm is still hurting, so I can't really go pee.
Yeah.
Can you help me?
You were going to work with a sore arm. Character is playing you again.
腕を使わなければ大丈夫かと思って。
Really now. As Nicola sat himself down in bed with a grin on his face, I picked up the fork from the tray. Here you go. Each time I brought the fork to Nicola's mouth, he obediently took a bite. He seemed so relaxed in contrast to me. This feels so strange. I was suddenly very conscious about even the slightest shaking of my hand. I'm happy you still have an appetite. Nicola had dutifully finished his whole lunch. I hope that means your recovery is going well, but you still need to rest.
大丈夫だよ。もう傷は塞がっているし、回復も順調だって医者も言っていた。
I'm just gonna say something out of fairness. How is it that those people always get hurt, but the only one we're allowed to really see half naked is Young? Undress, Nicola, god damn it! Why are you sitting there like that in your suit? I just think it makes no sense, okay? Don't you think it makes no sense? It makes no sense.
It doesn't.
Nasty. Undress, Nicola, goddammit. Still.
ほら、僕は元から鍛えているし、君も知っているでしょ。
I wanted to check, but I knew he was telling the truth. Lay it down. Seeing that he really was firing much better than before, I decided to tell him something. Nicola, I had a discussion with Gil while you were gone.
ギルバートと
He told me how dangerous it is to be with someone in the mafia. He asked me if I really understood that. I knew the dangers of being involved with someone in this particular world. No, character. No, you don't. I've also known a long time that you're someone to be reckoned with. Yes. You're in the mafia and you will kill the people you need to kill.
Lovely.
Well, she didn't choose him because he was a saint. Once again,
No.
I repeat this sentence. But as scary as that sounds, I still want to be with you forever, Nicola. It's also shocking to me, Nicola. Nicola opened his mouth as if to say something, but he closed it again and sat in silence. After a moment, he slowly began to speak with determination in his voice.
僕はこれまで、できるだけ君を危険から遠ざけたいと思っていた。
I know you have. You have done everything in your power to protect me in more ways than one.
汚れ仕事をしている僕なんて見せたくない。マフィアの怖くて汚い部分なんて君には教えたくなかった。
It's strange that he says that because I remember that I went down the torture room seeing you torture people from the first game. So why is it now that it's like, oh, I don't want you to see that what dirty work I do. I know what dirty work you do in that torture chamber. Because you thought I would be scared.
それもあるけど、もっと大きな理由は君に嫌われたくなかったからだ。
Huh? I couldn't do more than blink in that moment.
誰に嫌われてもいい。誰に信じてもらえなくてもいい。そう思ってこれまで生きてきたのに。君にだけは嫌われたくなくて、信じてもらいたかった。
I'm having a very hard time to do so, Nicola. You have broken my trust many, many times and lied to me, which I hate. I could never hate you. Unfortunately, that's true. I protested loudly at the sight of his anguish. He looked back at me with a weak smile, his eyes revealing just how fragile he felt.
ありがとう。けど、僕は嘘つきで、しかも人殺しだ。君に信じてもらえるような人間じゃない。
That's true.
君は何度も信じるって言ってくれた。その気持ちを疑っていたわけじゃない。でも、本当はいつも不安だった。
I know. It's the same as when you've had to harm others. I know it weighs on you endlessly. I won't ask you to tell me everything. But I want you to know you don't need to hide anything from me. I love you, Nicola. I want to support you in any way I can. It was my one and only wish. Nicola took in a deep breath and tried to calm himself before speaking again.
ねえ、シニョリーナ。僕は以前君に家にいてくれれば十分って言ったのを覚えている？
I remember. It was very rude, and I feel still insulted at this day. Yes, I remember.
Pepperish farm, remember.
僕は可愛い奥さんが家にいてくれればそれで十分だよ。
Nicola took my hand and gave it a good squeeze.
あの時は本当にただそれだけで十分だって思っていたんだけど、
But
もっと望んでもいいなら。
his eyes were terribly earnest as he looked at me.
僕を嫌わないで。僕を信じて。君をずっと守るから。幸せにするから。僕のことを支えてください。シニョリーナ。
He does turn it around though, but my heart has left. My heart is already at Dante's root. Sorry, Nicola. Yes, Nicola, promise. I nodded firmly in response.
愛しているよ。
Yeah. Nicola brought himself towards me and the bed creaked a little. Our lips slowly came together, then Nicola held me and pulled me down beside him. No, Nicola, you're still recovering.
もう大丈夫。ずっと触れたかった。ローマから我慢してたんだよ。それに、今は君が愛おしくて、もうこれ以上我慢なんてできない。
He's well character. He can go back to work. I told you so. But you had to feed him. Then you had to be nice to him. And now see what you did. It's sexy time. How could I refuse when I wanted the same thing? I don't want the same thing. Can you guys do it off screen, please?
Yeah, she got too close.
The look in his eyes held me spellbound. It reignited my passion, which had been growing in his absence. Let me know if it hurts. Jesus!
優しいね、シニョリーナ。
Nicola
Bite him.
chuckled as he looked at me lovingly. My cheeks flushed with warmth as I wrapped my arms around him. Yeah, off screen, please. Thank you. You guys can have sexy time, but I don't want to be joining, okay? A few days passed, and Nicola was closer to a full recovery. He was able to leave his room now and enjoy a cup of coffee at breakfast. Dante's going to be at the Falzone Manor today. Something about having work to do there.
うん。夜は顧問たちとの会食もあるし、その前に書類を片付けておくって。今はダンテが忙しく動き回ってくれているから、僕も早く仕事に復帰しないと。
Nicola reached out to his cup of espresso again, as though to distract himself from the thought of work. Seeing him prioritize his recovery was very reassuring. Dante?
After having finished most of the paperwork, I breathed a deep sigh and stood from my chair.
Oh god,
that
is he
how you
gonna die?
Yeah.
Breathed a deep sigh, yeah.
Yeah. There was still time until dinner meeting. I left my office to take a break in the saloon.
Oh god. Yeah.
I sensed something, then immediately felt a pain searching through my arm.
へえ、
Oh!
お飾りのカポじゃないんだな。初手で仕留めるつもりだったんだけど。
That's the fucking psycho!
That asshole!
In front of me was the priest who appeared before us at the church.
どういうことだテオ。
Who's there to kill you, obviously. Dante.
His movements had been swift and precise. I had somehow avoided his full attack, but his blade was still what? But
Left a deep
blade
wound.
Yeah, it left a deep wound. Yeah. It was the side I used to hold my gun. That's convenient. If he made another move now.
簡単な話だよ。生異物も差し出せない能なしの一族には、さっさと滅んでもらうことにした。
So, what about Raul? Isn't he also Falzone?
Oh.
Theo shook the blood off his dagger with a single swipe of his blade, then charged towards me for the kill. Unable to fight back, I tried to dodge his attack, then...
No, Leo! Loki? Oh, God. Thank God I thought Leo sacrificing himself for a second. I got really scared.
Da.
Orlok!
Orlok jumped between me and Theo to block the attack with his cross-shaped dagger.
I was scared, but thank you, Loki, that you're here.
ああ、なるほど。使徒はまだそっち側なのか、オルロック。
カポ、どうかしまし。カポ、襲撃だ！すぐ来てくれ！
We're under attack! Get the others! It sounded really... the voice acting was sounding so funny.
襲撃だ！すぐ来てくれ！
Get the others! Noticing the disturbance, my men quickly rushed in to help. For fuck's sake.
束になってかかってこいよ。順番に殺してやるからさ。
Wow!
Oh, he's happy. I'll take you all on! Bring it on, motherfuckers! Okay,
He's
cool.
mad as shit! Holy cat!
You need to chill the fuck out.
Look what kind of weapon he has! He can punch you with the knife too in the face.
Holy
Shit!
That type of knife is illegal for a reason.
I think the whole knife is illegal. For some reason.
Actually, no, but it's because the brass knuckles. Those are.
Yeah. I understand.
Theo wielded his dagger with a war cry. Ah! The power of Christ compels you
Leo.
to snap. All my work was finally done. So I started heading over to the Francesca Manor.
Oh my god. No, Yang! Yang! Gilbert will be before you if you kill Leo, I swear.
Out of nowhere, one of the guys came running up to me. Like all hell was breaking loose. It is.
どうしたんだよ、ピエトロ。何かあったのか。
Petro.
大変なんだ！
I practically stopped breathing at the news.
ニコラさんには俺が伝える。お前は幹部連中に屋敷に近寄るなって連絡しろ。
I ran off as soon as I told him.
Shit's going down.
大変です、ニコラさん。ファルツォーネの屋敷が襲われました。
What?
Daddy?
Leo had burst into the living room with his report.
相手は黒服の聖職者みたいなやつだそうで、電話線も切られてるし、車もダメにされてて、今各所に急いで連絡してます。
What with Theo? Cut the phone lines and the cars?
The fuck?
Amid the chaos of his report, a vivid image of the culprit came to my mind.
わかった、すぐに行くよ。うちの車は動くよね。確認して。はい。
The last thing I wanted was for Nicola to leave now when he was still recovering. I also understood well enough that he had no choice but to go. And if the culprit was who I thought it was, let me go too. Theo could be the one attacking the manor. If so, I want to talk to him.
わかった。けど、あくまで君の安全が第一だ。くれぐれも僕から離れないで。
I will. We heard out of the manor together.
雑魚が何人集まっても無駄なんだよ。
I cut down anyone foolish enough to attack me, using the body to shield myself. It was a pain going up against all the firearms. No shit. I need to hurry and get rid of Dante Falzone, but
させない。
Orlok wouldn't let me near the injured Dante. Since his movement were restricted to the area where Dante was, I had the advantage. But this disciple wouldn't be an easy opponent. I couldn't strike my target without being struck myself. If only he would just try to escape with Dante, I could stab them both from behind.
Theo!
What a great
カポは
plan!
下がってください。ここは俺が。
One of his mindless mooks step forward in all his
Bravado.
bravado, yeah, to cover Dante. What an idiot! Bang, bang, bang! Not only him, but all his other soldiers continued to shoot at me relentlessly. I needed to find an opening where I could move through the barrage of bullets. There! I quickly charged toward the soldier who had stepped in to protect Dante. I broke his arm, twisting it to fire the gun in his hand at Dante. Ola quickly pushed Dante away from the line of fire. It was precisely the reaction I was hoping for.
The sound, babe. Oh. No,
I quickly shoved the soldier to the side, rushing within the striking range of the disciple.
Don't hurt my Loki!
I thrusted my knife into his chest.
Theo, really? A second time, you piece of shit.
即死は避けたか。しぶといな。
Even I knew the wound was deep enough to slow his pace considerably. If he didn't stop fighting, he would most certainly die. This would work. I could finally kill the mighty disciple. Once I was done with him, it would be easy to finish off the family's boss, Dante Falzone.
This guy.
Things were finally going my way.
No. And here comes Nicola.
Huh? Who the fuck is that?
Theo?
Huh?
How dare you, Theo? You're hurting my baby!
What are you talking about?
Theo's eyes widened in surprise at my appearance.
Huh?
The corridor was covered in blood.
I didn't do this.
I could tell immediately that Dante and Loki were severely injured. Oh, without head even. Sweet. I don't think we've ever had a gun without head.
His best feature?
But his eyes are not so far apart on this one. Like
one is
this,
bigger than the other.
But this one is better than the other one.
It's still pancake.
Nicola's gun was pointed at Theo, as though telling him not to move.
He's gonna move.
Theo, why are you doing this?
これくらいしか俺にはできないから。
Huh? I couldn't fathom what he meant. My eyes searched for any semblance of his intentions. Theo's eyes were just as fixed upon me.
政府はブルローネマフィアに対してもう手段を選ぶ気はない。このままだと君も捕まる。俺がここでファルツォーネを潰せば、少なくとも周りの人間が、その恋人や家族が不当な扱いを受けることはない。ダンテ・ファルツォーネとニコラ・フランチェスカ、二人の首が必要なんだ。
But, although he had revealed his true objective, I was having difficulty processing it. How you tell me that you're going to kill Dante and Nicola for me?
このままファルツォーネにいたら、君の未来はない。時代は変わろうとしてる。情勢を見極められない人間はどんどん淘汰されていく。そこのマフィアだってどうせ君を裏切るさ。誰も彼もが君を傷つけ踏みにじるんだ。だから俺が。
Wait, Theo! I told you before I trusted Nicola. I don't want him to die, so if you're doing this for me, please just stop. What are we doing? Feigning. Switching to Theo.
She chose Nicola, not me.
You didn't even tell her you're your brother, so she has no clue.
I shouldn't be surprised.
俺は自分が誰なのかさえ話してない。話せない。
Yeah, I'm a dumb fuck.
俺が選ばれることはない。
I couldn't tell her we were family. Sweet home Alabama. Which was why I needed to make sure her life wouldn't be twisted by some brief love affair. I needed to make sure she wouldn't needlessly suffer at the hands of others. I held my weapon tightly, and in one breath, I leaped towards her supposed lover.
I tell you, he looks better on this one than on the normal first pancake one.
Wow, okay. Sure.
Better. His eyes aren't so droopy, they're straight.
Maybe they fixed some minor details.
At least it's something.
Oh,
話を聞くんだ
now it's
Damn
better. He dodged. He avoided my strike and by the skin of his teeth, then sent a kick flying towards me. The move was definitely well practiced. I used both arms to block his kick, grabbing his leg before he could pull it back. Nicola managed to maintain his balance, pointing his gun straight at me.
See, his eyes are straight.
Yeah,
They
that was
did
an
fix
error.
it. Yeah, I did one arrow. They fixed Nicola. At least here.
Oh, yeah, at least here. I let go, thrusting my knife towards his heart before he could pull the trigger.
Nicola. Her anguish
Her-
scream. Oh, so sorry.
Her anguished scream rang in my ears. My blade failed to hit his mark. Instead, it was knocked aside as I held onto it tightly. In between us was Orlok, still on the verge of death.
テオ、聞きたいことがある。
Yes, he killed your father. Kill him.
ヨゼフ・フォン・ロズベルグ卿を殺したのはあなたなのか。
Yes, it was me.
生物の秘密を聞き出すために。
Of course.
ああ、そうだ。俺だよ。
Does this boy has no shame?
No.
No, they're both gonna die.
Orlok was gritting his teeth. I think he's angry at me for some reason. A murderous flash appeared in his eyes, the eyes that looked so much like mine. Suddenly, he vanished. Where did he go? No, there's no way any human could possibly vanish in an instant.
Well, Loki is the most skilled of all. Time to die, Theo.
I looked down to see him crouched, moving with a speed that defied the ability of mortals. I saw his eyes one final time as his dagger sunk deep into my chest. I knew right away that he had taken my life.
That is why Orlok is the best character. Thanks, everyone, for my TED talk. Here I am.
Yet, I'm still able to speak. Maybe that is why. The last person I looked at was Leah. I reached my hand out to her without realizing it. Then closed. It was a weakened fist.
In a weakened fist.
気づかれちゃダメだ。彼女はバカだから。
Yes.
きっと悲しむ。
Yes!
She's dumb. I needed to die as a stranger to her. That would be the right thing to do. Also, I'm an asshole.
I felt like Theo was purposely looking at me. He fell to the floor, blood pouring out of his chest, and I knew his heart was punctured. His fingertips were absolutely still as he lay on the floor, undeniably dead.
俺、
Loki stood in the stubble, still clutching his dagger as Theo's blood soaked his hands.
Woohoo,
動ける者は
celebration!
怪我人の手当てを
At Nicholas' orders, the soldiers began to move with great haste. I returned to my senses and rushed over to Dante and Loki to tend to their wounds. Stepping on Theo. A few days passed since Theo's attack. Dante and Loki were at the Francesca Manor, recovering from their injuries. Yeah, Loki's safe! I was sitting alone on a sofa in the living room, thinking about all that had happened. Hatred. Young? No, Nicola. Loki.
前に彼について調査を頼まれた時は伝えられなかった。
峡谷の内側のことだしね。立場上、君には言えないこともあると思っていたよ。君が使徒だと明かしてくれた今ならと思って聞いてみたんだけど、想像以上の収穫だった。彼は本当に彼女と関係があったんだね。
Broski. After I told him everything I knew, Nicola left the room. I kept myself sitting up in bed as I remembered that moment.
ヨゼフ・フォン・ロズベルグ卿を殺したのはあなたなのか。生物の秘密を聞き出すために。
ああ、そうだ。俺だよ。
I'm gonna say it. The audacity. Yeah.
Uh,
The audacity of this man. The freaking audacity of this man.
but at least he died.
Yeah, finally. By Loki,
Yeah.
who is the best of all of them. So,
Revenge! I had never felt so much rage in my life.
経過。
He was the one who took me in. A furious man who was as strict on me as he was on himself.
あの人の存在がずっと俺の支えで失いたくなんてなくて。
please don't say such things. I'm gonna cry, Loki.
Hatred was the only reason I killed Theo. It had nothing to do with my mission as a disciple. All my life, I have only killed in the name of faith, because I was ordered to. That was my first time I actually...
俺は俺のために人を殺した。
Don't worry, he deserved that one.
It still makes me sad. I'm sorry, Loki. I was sitting alone on the sofa in the living room thinking about all that had happened. I still don't know anything about Theo. Why did he do all that for me? The restaurant. A few more days passed. One night, Nicola and I went out to a restaurant in Falzone. Now it's gonna be proposing. Gil? No, maybe not. Gil had invited us to dinner, reserved the entire place for just us.
ファルツォーネの襲撃の件大変だったな。
Young still on the move, guys.
まあね、気遣いありがとうギルバート。でも大丈夫だよ。いろいろあったけど、僕もダンテも無事だったし。
Gil took a sip of his red wine, continuing in his usual relaxed way.
実はだ。ちょっと気になる情報をつかんだ。
Oh.
軍警察が動くかもしれねえ。
ついにか。
もちろん今日明日でいきなりってわけじゃねえだろうが。
それが本当なら急ぐ必要があるね。軍警察相手じゃ僕たちでもやりにくい。できればその前にヤンを片付けておきたいところだけど。
Nicola paused for a moment, choosing his words carefully.
君も自分の手でヤンを殺したいはずだ。その気持ちはわかるし、横取りするみたいで悪いとは思うけど、ヤンは僕の次はダンテと彼女を殺すと言っていた。元はといえば、去年ラオ州を襲撃した際にヤンを取り逃したのは僕が持ち場を離れたせいもあるかもしれない。だから僕は責任を果たしたい。この手でヤンを始末する。
After a moment of silence, Gil chuckled.
な、早い者勝ちってことでいいぜ。俺とお前、どっちが先にヤンを見つけられるか。ニコラが失敗したら、その時は俺が改めて仇を取ってやるよ。
それこそ杞憂だよ。僕は死なない。死ねない理由がたくさんあるからね。
へえ、いい顔するようになったじゃねえか。
Seeing Gil's smile deepen with amusement, Nicola seemed to barely suppress a frown.
ギルバート、前から思っていたんだけど、年下のくせに偉そうだよね、君。
I can help but laugh at the exchange as our next course was served. That concluded any talk about work, and we spent the rest of the evening enjoying a delicious meal together. After dinner, I returned to my room without Nicola, thankfully. He had some business to discuss with Dante and went to see him in the guest room where Dante was staying. As for me, I got dressed in my sleeping gown and prepared to go to sleep. The
When
proposal, though.
Dante was still recovering, but insisted on sitting up in his bed while we talked.
Probably to rest as well.
本当にいいの？
Why does only Young have the undressed pictures? Okay?
I have to look sharp in bed. This is also in my pajamas.
That's his pajamas, like it's printed on his pajamas.
ああ、いいんだ。それ以外の方法はないだろう。だとしたら俺は大事なものを守るための選択をしたい。お前にばかり大変な役割を任せてしまうのは申し訳ないと思うが。
I guess we are gonna go for the relic.
これは僕一人の問題じゃない。ファルツォーネの一族の使命に関わる選択だ。もしもダンテが納得しなければ、僕が考える最善の方法は諦めるしかないと思っていた。
However, Dante calmly accepted my suggestion without getting upset in the
僕
least.
はまだどこかで彼のことを子供扱いしていたのかもしれないな。
Yeah.
立派なカポになったね、ダンテ。
それは嫌味か。今はお世辞にも立派なありさまとは言えないだろ
う。それは名誉の負傷だよ、カポ。君は生き残るのが仕事なんだから。
So. Good. One more episode, I think. And then we have seen all the Nicola story.
Yeah?
Yeah, who's excited for that? I am. I want to see Dante's splashy face on Carlo. I need Carlo.
Oh, yeah, Carlo. That's probably the most important one.
Oh, we can be a happy family with Carlo. Yeah. And I guess Nicola is rolling in sometimes too. Okay, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching. Next time we see the end of the story. Will Nicola kill Young? Will we open the relic? What about the military police? We will see at the end. Will he finally propose and we marry? I guess we find out. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.